I don't know if it's a good idea or not because it might reveal too much information, but oh well. I see that it hasn't caught up to itself yet to tell me how many people are here. Slow, slow, slow. Well, it's probably because of all this pollen that's floating around. It's covered the cars now, and it's really hard to get through the fog. So that is part of today's talk is allergies. Good morning to all the OGs and all the new people too. So, story time. Okay, so the ones that are close to me know that you can go ahead and try and guess what kind of coffee I'm drinking, and the creamer both have to be listed, and Deb watches for that. Okay. This one is delicious. So, what you would win if you were the first to comment on the coffee and try and beat Joanne, you would win a spot on this bracket board right over here. There are 32 spots and only like 7 are filled. Or you could pick something out of the basket. The basket is small prizes. Sometimes small can be big, but that's how it works. So during coffee time. All right, so I'm going to go on to the story. So I had 2 girls, 2 mares. They are horses. They have been with me for a long time. And the first year the shop took off, this is my husband's shop that I work with him, and now it's our shop. I decided that I might need to move them so that they would have more hands-on than I could, give them. And that they would be fed at a normal time every day. So I found a friend down the road that had lost her horse, and I moved them last July 1st to her farm. Well, she told me 2 weeks ago that she really didn't want the 2 of them anymore. She said I could keep mine there. But the one that she was kind of taking care of, she wanted to move her because she had arthritis in her knee and she couldn't ride her, and it goes on and on. Anyway, so she said, I found a home 2 miles to the right, and that he wanted to replace his horse, that he's an old gentleman, and he wanted another horse to love on, and he has all this acreage and no horses. So I said, well, that's a great idea for her. And then I thought about it, and I didn't want to separate them. So yesterday they moved down to the other farm. Why I'm laughing is because the 2 of them have been alone on my farm, enclosed inside our land, and you can't even see them from the road, right? So they've never seen a cow ever. And it could have been disastrous, I guess. But we took them off the trailer, and we made sure they were side by side so they didn't get separated. And we walked them around the side of the barn, and we took them underneath an underpass. Huge, right? Huge part of the barn where they can walk in and out in their pasture. Well, he didn't want to let them out in the pasture right away. He thought that they'd be better off under this overhang. And it was huge. It was beautiful. It has the water tank in it. It has tons of shavings. It's Taj Mahal. And so they went in there, and the gate was shut. And we were right there, standing right there. And my mare, the taller one, she took one smell, and then the cow made a noise. It mooed. They were several hundred feet to the other side of the barn, and they were loose too. So, anyway, the cows mooed, and she just was like bug-eyed, like, oh my gosh. what is it? And of course, it's dark in there. She couldn't see what something was going to eat her. And I thought she was coming over the gate, but she didn't. And she just kept trying to like find a place to go. And we all had to keep talking to her. Well, we must have been there for 40 minutes just trying to calm these two girls down. Well, Deezy, her sister, she'd go closer and closer and she'd look. She finally realized that they're not coming over here. So she rolls, she's good. And then we showed them where the buckets were. And somebody walked around and put some grain in the buckets and showed them, this is where you can eat. And Deezy came and got a bite of it. And Cowgirl's still over there like, I don't know what that is. I'm not having it. So the cows were bouncing around at the beginning too. And she's like, oh my God, But she really couldn't see that well. I really think it was because she kept so close to the doorway that her eyes weren't adjusting. Well, eventually she did calm down quite a bit, but it was comical. It really was to see that big, huge horse be afraid of this little tiny cow. And they're like yearling cows. They're the ones that are getting ready to milk, so they weren't even the big cows yet. I know. But here's the point. Not only is this beautiful, huge place that they can come in under, but when they go out, they have acres of green grass and a beautiful pond, and it is so nice. And I can go anytime I want. The only difference is that I no longer own them. That was what I had to make up my mind about. And it was because Deezy was going because she has the arthritis. And I didn't want her to be separated. So that's why I did it. The separation of the two that were together forever wasn't in the cards. But yeah, it is a wonderful farm. So, and they're right, like I said, right down the road. In fact, they actually are on the way. If I were going to the shop, I can actually take that road and drive by and look at them in the field anytime, or stop. And she even said, if we're not home, that's fine. So yeah, and they have no other horses there, and the cows don't even belong to them. They rent the side of the barn. Someone else rents it. So they are literally just hanging out until they're old enough to go milk. And so really they're going to be hands-on with the grandkids too. So they're going to teach. Okay. All right. So nobody got the coffee yet, right? Okay. All right. So we're going to go on to the cuddle along. Uh-oh, guess what? I got to go get the wheel out. I didn't do that. I was too busy talking. I don't know what I was doing, but I didn't get the wheel out. All right, here we go. Okay. Cuddle along is our live make along that we're doing right now. And we have March, April, and May. You make 3 things to enter into the grand prize. So that is coming to an end next weekend. I don't think I want to end it though. Okay. All right. So we definitely have no names in the wheel. I didn't even do it. I can't believe I didn't do it. All right, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yeah, I did. I think I did. No, wait. No, this is a different list. It's it's close, but it's a different list. So you know what? I'm not going to be able to draw today because I'd have to sit here and put everyone's name in. My bad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What I was thinking about doing was marking the cuddle along for June, July, and August, and then just making a separate post so we can start again. That's what I was thinking. And you know what? I really want to do that. I'm having a great time making baby items, and I'm going to show you. I have a blanket finished. Yep. So what we'll do is, Deb, mark the chat. We'll have a drawing live for a spot on the bracket board or something out of the basket. Your choice. Go ahead and comment below if you have a United States. It's for a United States address, a drawing. And and so if you don't have one, you would be able to choose a friend that lives in the States to send your winnings to. So here is my superbly simple latest blanket done. Let me see, what do I got here? Yep, this is the front. It's done in the ice cream. No, it's a Lion brand. What is this? Let me get up and read what it is because I forget. I'm hiding them. I'm hiding the yarns from myself. Lion brand ice cream is correct. So I had purchased 5 of these ice cream. What is this called now? Roving. The ice cream roving. This is in the candy dots colorway. Yeah, you know. So I have 2.5 left, so I can make another one. I just went till I thought it was big enough, and here it is, all done. It's got the border that they choose on, which makes a nice scalloped edge. And so another one done. So that cut along is very inspirational to me. I didn't make any blankets or sweaters this time because I was focusing on blankets. I did make some booties throughout it, but like I said, I want to update the post and then repost it. So that one's done, another one done. All right, here we go. I'll probably show it again in an addictions video, though. So maybe I won't put it over there. And then I was knitting on this one. This one is knitted on another Lion brand pattern, and it's called I Want to Knit a Baby Blanket. So this one is yarn that I got in a giveaway from somewhere. I told you last time, it's the Bulky Twist, Big Twist, Bulky 5. Okay. The one, okay, Sherry asked a question, and the Heirloom is the book that we were using for most of the blankets. That the other 2 or 3 that I was working on, the Heirloom. It's Beverly should know. Beverly, is that Heirloom Afghans by Leisure Arts, and the name of the artist or the creator of that book, the designer. Yeah, so Rhonda won that one, and she wants a spot on the bracket board. So I'm going to get up and tell you what ones are taken already, and all the other ones are open. The ones that are taken, there's 32 spots total. The ones that are taken are 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 16, 22, 25, and 32 are taken. So you could pick any other number that isn't up to 32, and we'll put you right on there. $11, okay. 11 it is. Got to take the board down to do that one. It's going to create a roll-off. I'm going to go ahead and put the two names in the roll-off right now. Okay, where did that go? All right, easy enough. We'll put in Rhonda and Joanne. And then come over here, and so you can see a little bit of it. A little bright light. Wow, 31 here. Awesome. Thank you. Let's see what we got. Oh, Rhonda wins. Joanne, you got bumped off again. Okay, Rhonda moves on to the semifinals. Oh, no, wait a minute. Rhonda moves on. Okay, what? Then it creates another roll-off with Sherry. So I have to do it again. Okay. Have to start over. So we're going to leave Rhonda in, take out Joanne, and put in Sherry. And spin it again. All right. Woohoo! Let's go. Let's go. Oh, see, it's too bright. Rhonda wins again. Okay, congratulations to Rhonda. So now you're down into, yeah, like I said, semifinals. That is filling in down on that bottom. Pretty good. Let's see. Yeah. All right. Okay. Put it back up here. Okay. Where are we? About the thank you. That was fun. About the cuddle along. So I've been knitting on this blanket for a little bit longer than normal because, knitting takes longer. And all of a sudden, it's starting to come to an end. So this is a corner to corner. It is a free knitting pattern. It is linked below. And it's called I Want to Knit a Baby Blanket. And just like that, corner to corner, you can pick, say, a favorite skein, a big skein of a bulky weight, and just go till you reach the halfway point, and then you turn your work starting to decrease, and go back the other way. So here is how far I am with this one. And we're talking this much on the decrease already. And one side is about 30, 29, 28 inches. But I'm going to block this one, and it's going to stretch considerably. And because I am so close to being done, maybe a good couple of nights, right? It's a variegated, but that leaves the blanket to give the colors. Just the colors are just coming right out. And that's kind of what they, like a cuddle blanket, a smaller size they can carry around the house, and it gives you a chance to really practice your knitting. So I figured I would do that one. And I didn't do it in as big of a needle as it said, because I didn't have a needle that big with enough room on it to put all these stitches. So I went to Joann's yesterday and bought another set, because I want to start another knitted blanket after this one. So this one is a corner to corner. I want to knit a baby blanket. You do it just like your washcloths, and you leave the border as you go. Love it. It's easy. It's potato chippy. It's almost every single stitch is knit except for your yarn over. Other than that, your increase and your decrease, but it's all knit. There's no purling. So that's kind of fun for those of us that just started not all that long ago. All right, so what I was thinking was, as soon as I finished that one, Bev and I, before she went on her cruise, happy birthday, Bev. It is a little bit late, but it is her birthday this week. It was, I believe, yesterday. I could be wrong. So everybody wish Bev a happy birthday. So Bev and I challenged each other to make this new blanket, and it will be a long term. So I'm thinking, why not extend the cuddle along? We'll do it for another 3 months, June, July, and August. Right? Why not? So I will do that. I will set up after the giveaway and the final drawing for this cut along, we'll set up another one for June. How's that? Okay, so here's the pattern that we're picking to do. So I had to go to Joann's and buy a set of bigger needles for this, because it's telling me that we need an 11. So US size 11. The circular needle, and it wants it to be at least 32 inches, and then a set of DPNs to match. Okay, well, if you're not knitting, then you don't need to keep listening. But the pattern's free, and it was designed for the special yarn called Premier Bloom, and it's the chunky. And exactly, Diana, you can continue on with all those that you're doing, and when they're done, they can be posted in the next one. All right, great. So Bloom is a chunky, so a number 5, I believe, and you only need 654 yards. So it's saying 6 balls of the 109. Now, what that Bloom does is it separates the solid and makes like a flower pattern. And it's kind of cool. I'm not using it. I believe that Beverly is. You will see her blanket on her channel, and she'll post the finish in the cuddle along. So, yeah, we are going to do it. I don't know if she started. I think she started hers. I did not start mine. I want to wait till my other one is done, and then I will start it. And you know why? Because I'm doing all these things, all these different things, like, and I'll get to that. So we're going to use this pattern from Premier. It is 2024 Premier Yarns Wildflower Blanket. Linda, if you wouldn't mind going and grabbing that off the Premier website, it's called the Wildflower Blanket. It is a knit blanket. I should have thrown this over your way. So, okay, she didn't start it yet. Okay. Okay, yeah, Ravini, great. So, what this is this is not a corner to corner. It's a granny. So, it started in the middle on DPNs, and you work your way out and use a circular. So it comes out. This is not color, so you can't see but it comes out like a granny square. Yep. So again, if you did it on the needles that are required for the yarn that you choose and just did the pattern, you can do it however big you wanted to, in any size that you wanted to. You would just follow the directions for the actual blanket itself. So how cool is that? So what am I using on mine? I have an idea that it will be halo-ish. We're going to use a Karen Colorama halo. Oh yeah. Yeah. So the whole entire skein knit up. I'll just do it till I run out. And it is the purple one. So this is, I got it at Joann's when they were still in the Ogo style. But Colorama halo, lots of halo. And oh so soft, right? So this one is the 5 bulky, 71 acrylic, 18 nylon, 11% polyester. It is an 8-ounce donut, I guess, whatever. And it's 481 yards. So I'll be shy a little bit of yardage, but if I wanted to, I could bring out another one. But I'm going to start with the white, or, the whitish, and work my way out, and it will be a gradient. Ha-ha! So I think that'll be an ongoing project for me to replace my other knitted blanket that will be done shortly. So that is the update there. Okay. All right. Oh, yes. Miss Deb, we need to play Let's Make a Yarn Deal, don't we? Yeah, we definitely do. There is the pattern for the wildflower blanket. If you would like that, it's knitted. It is not an easy, beginner easy. No, because you're using DPNs at the beginning and then you have to switch over. So it is a challenge for me as well. Beverly, I think, is going to be using the actual wildflower suggested yarn, which is the Bloom Chunky. She says she has some. Bloom Chunky Dahlia, by the way. Oh, Steve! Steve is here. What do you know? I missed any comments from Steve if I look back. No. Oh, absolutely. You could use that yarn for super simple. I already have. I've used it already for superbly simple. It's beautiful. I think you can use any yarn for the superbly simple. I do know that that somebody is talking about doing it in so rectangle rather than a square. So that's kind of cool. Basically what you need to do is you need to use the stoppers when you're transferring and do a row, and as you go around, use the new one, or you could just go around and pick each one up and put it on the new needles. That you could do that. All right, so let's start with that mark before you think that you entered, because it has to be on Deb's page. Deb is going to mark the chat now, and when you see Deb mark, that's when you put in your favorite color or the yarn that you want and your favorite weight of it. I will try then to walk around Christi's closet and find something to match your comment. Reverse, not fever. All right, here we go. Now we'll put in our comments. Cool. So like I said, I went to Joann's. So when I was there, I made a mental note to check out any of the yarns that were on sale, to check out the new Rave, which and I know I wasn't going to buy any of that, because Rave is a cake, right? And it's bright colors, and they're contrasting. So those 3 marks are against me buying any Rave. It's a big twist. I didn't even pick one up. I just went, yep, that's it. The other one, on the other hand, was called, and I can't even remember, and I didn't buy any of that either, because my store had like 2 skeins or two cakes of it on the end cap. It was like ridiculous. The autumn colors they did have though, and it was twisted. It was kind of like a marling. I like that. It's beautiful. But I didn't buy any of that. So I went through and looked to see if they had any more. And still my Joann's, which was the new store last year, still hasn't had any hand dyed. No hanks whatsoever. And I even asked the guy that was in that aisle, and he said, no, we haven't gotten any. We don't even have a space for it. I'm like, yeah, I see that, but they could do an end cap. They could. So I kept going around, and I saw that they had, I wanted was a new needle, a new set of needles for the new blanket pattern. So I did get that. And let's see how much it ended up being. So they were $12.99 for the circular. Oh, and it's size 11 circular. So I did save quite a bit, because I got a 50% off on that needle. So that if I need another one, I'm going to go back and use it again. But it was $6.49 for that size 11, 29-inch circular needle. And they only have one brand. And that's why I've been waiting, because I didn't really want to get the clover, because it's bamboo. I want to try and start buying the graphite or I can't remember the name. There is one. I have one. I got it from my local yarn shop. I only have one, and it's a 16-inch 4 hats, and I love it. And so I want to gradually buy some more of them, but she's only open like 2 hours, and any time that I can go there. Carbon, that's it. So I really like those. And anyway, yeah, Lori, I know. It's, and ours won't get it. They just won't. So anyway, what I did get was I got some of the K&C cotton essentials. I got a cream. These are really soft, and the price was right. So they're $3.49 for a skein of these. Now this is the cream colorway. These come in a lot of colors now. I didn't realize how many solids they added. So the stats on their K&C knit and crochet at Joann's is 180 yards. It's 100% cotton. That is your cream color. This one is just gorgeous. It's called Santa Fe. And let me see if they have the same yardage as the solid. 180 yards in both of them. So yes. And then I got one solid in this color, which is the lavender. Yeah. And then I got one in this color, which is the ground. Now this, I do believe, has an inner, they have like 5 colors here. Yep. And here we go again. Just like it usually happens. Rhonda has won. Let's make a yarn deal. Is that funny? It's hilarious. Hilarious. So Rhonda wanted, oh dear. Yeah, I don't see it. I missed it, Deb. Oh, wait. 3 any color baby yarn. Okay. All right. We got it. Number 3 baby yarn for Rhonda. This is when Steve usually plays me some Van Halen. I walk around the room and try to find the matching let's make a yarn deal colorway. So I want to go walk around and find any colorway. I have a lot of baby yarn hanging out over here that is waiting to be worked up in the next cuddle along that's coming up for June. Any color. Okay. All right. Congratulations, Rhonda, by the way. Yeah. Ooh. Interesting. This is some nice yarn. I think it's fair to call this. Well, she can always trade it, right? Yeah. Let's see. What is this? I got something. I decided. Ooh, yes. So Joann's has this also, and they have it in a lot of colors. So I'm going to go ahead and try and tease Miss. Hi, Granny D. I was on your live 3 times this week because I found that if I'm leaving work, I can put Miss Granny D's live on at that time and listen while I'm driving to my next location. If I'm going to the shop or if I'm going home, I can listen to Miss Granny D. I found that out. And just before I leave the parking lot, I say hi. And if you don't see any other messages from me, that's why, because I'm driving. So it's kind of called lurking, I guess. All right. So we have a yarn pulled out for Rhonda for Let's Make a Yarn Deal today. And I think she's going to like it. Now, this is, yeah, 3 times. Woohoo! And I do miss your background at home. I hope you're going to be going home. That would be great. So I picked out a 3 light Bernat Softy Baby. This has got light blue and dark blue and tan and cream. Isn't it gorgeous? No one has won the coffee yet, by the way. It is delicious coffee. So there is a stat on here somewhere. This is 100% acrylic yarn by Bernat. It's called Softy Baby. It's 310 yards. Isn't it gorgeous? Now you could mix this with another light blue, a cream, a tan. You could even mix this with some lavender. Just gorgeous. So I'm guessing that you like it. Rhonda? Okay, so let's pick out a beautiful stitch marker for Rhonda today. Do you have any that you are that you saw on the show that you want one of? I have angels. I've got a couple owls left. I've got Texas State. Yeah, I have cowboy hats, cowboy boots, bumblebees. I don't know. Anything. She wants me to pick one. Okay. All right. Well, have you received one of the angels yet? You got an angel. All right. We'll give you an angel. Okay. So I want to update you on another progress that I'm doing. So if you're a winner here, don't forget, you need to message me. Make sure I have your updated address in case it changed. And you have, usually if you do it the day you want it, it will go out either Monday or Tuesday. So that's how that works. Anyone that is wanting to help out with shipping, you can do a super chat here. That would be great. Or buy me a coffee. Goes right into the PayPal and stuff. The links are down below. And then we also have one other way, and that's to join the membership here. It's only $2.99, and once in a while we get together and do member only chat. Other than that, it's basically for shipping. All right. Okay. You're welcome. You're welcome. I love it when you guys tell me that the stuff came. I also love it when you post your winnings in the Facebook group, which is also linked below. If you're not a member of that, please do that. Please join that. That's where all the challenges are. Hats, and more hats every single month. You make a hat, you post your hat, you get into the drawing. We have shout outs. What is it? What is that one that everybody puts? Whatever you're making, whatever you're doing that doesn't fit into one of the other categories, it's in I can't remember. It's just one of those days. Brain fog. It's like as soon as I got up, everything was all stuffed up. I'm feeling a little bit better because I'm with you, but I'm telling you, it's hard to think when your head's all full of stuff. Show and tell. Thank you very much. Teresa's on the ball. Linda, thank you. So you can put your makes in show and tell. Yeah, but all your posts must go in a challenge post. That's the only way that I can keep track of what's going on. Anything that goes into the regular feed usually is some kind of spam or something. But if you're winning something or if you know, then I don't delete it. But yeah. Oh, okay. Well, sometimes I do watch. But a lot of times if you're making something, I don't because I'm also making something or a video or something. All right. Show and tell is a challenge post on the Facebook group, and you can post what you're making that doesn't fit into another challenge. Like right now, we're doing cuddle along, hats and more hats, and we are doing scrap blanket. Anything else that I missed? All right. So here is the next challenge that I spoke of last week, and this one is if you would like to do a shawl. I posted that I am doing a shawl, and it is with the thread or the number one, 1,000 yards of a gradient. So the cake is down in the basket. I'm not going to lift it. I'm going to go like this and show you the orange. There's orange in there. And that is all. I'm not going to take it out because I don't want it to fall or change or whatever. I am doing from the outside though. This one was caked up to have the light color on the outside, and then it goes to the dark side. Now there is a story. There is. I am going to give you some good news and some bad news. Are you ready? So I waited and waited and waited to start this. I finally picked a pattern. It is gorgeous. It is linked down below. And I can't remember what the name of it is. Let me see. Siren's Crochet is where you find that, and it is linked down below. And so it's just a gorgeous shawl, right? So I finally picked all the pattern, and I had the yarn because I wanted it to be from white to orange. That's what my daughter wanted for her shawl to get married in. Okay, so last week on Saturday, I started it. I announced it to all of you if you wanted to do it as well, and to post your shawl in the show and tell. So that would be fine. So I showed you my progress. I was so happy. And then I went and I left and met my daughter for dinner on Mother's Day. And she told me that she changed her colors. And I said, "You what?" And she says, "I still have the maroon, Mom. It's all good." And I'm like, "Yeah, but yellow and orange were in the colorways, and that's what we talked about, you doing yellow, orange, and maroon." And she goes, "Well, I had to decide on one of them." I'm like, "Oh dear, I don't have any cake that goes from white to maroon." Okay, so that's the bad news, right? So I never touched the dang thing for a week because I was like, "Oh no." I I know, right? So she says, "Well, I'm doing maroon and then I'm doing dark blue, navy." Maroon and navy. You don't have, this has nothing to do with her colors. This had to do with her time. Her theme of her wedding was fall. So maroon was coming into that because of the maple, sugar plum maple, right? Orange, yellow, cream. Okay. So the flowers were supposed to be all those colors. And then maybe her, anyway. So I'm not going. So I went all week without touching it. Didn't touch it. It sat there in the basket. Then I thought yesterday, you know what? I can still do this. It just won't be for her, right? And then when she sees it all done, okay, if she wants it, fine. So I picked it up and I did 4 to 5 rows. And here we go, guys. it is starting to change colors. Can you see the subtle? Yeah, you can. Yeah. Oh my gosh. This is so pretty. Yep, yep, yep. So, any of you this far yet? I don't even know. Let me see how many rows did I do. So you don't have to count rows. You just, it's a 2-row repeat, and where you're the 2-row will be where the fan is. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28. I have 30 rows done. 30 rows on this shawl. So we'll see what happens when she sees it all done. And now I am not worried about how fast it gets done either. And Frida, you're going to start yours? Great, great. So no, I'm not giving up. I'm just going to continue on with that. So there's your update. I got to turn the fan on in here. Oh, it is all of a sudden hot, hot, hot. Okay, that's helpful. Bright lights will do that, make it hot, and it's the door's shut too. So, okay, I know a couple of you did start it. I'm not good. I said something to her about it yesterday when I saw her, and she's like, "Oh, that's okay, Mom. It's all right if you don't do a shawl. It's fine. It's all right. Yeah, I know." So I've just been filling her. I've been filling her hope chest for baby stuff. That's what I've been doing with the cuddle along stuff. And Linda, could you drop the link to the shawl, please? Thank you. And so anyway, yeah, I've been making baby items and putting them in there. But you do know that I've been working on a Christmas blanket for her. That is the main gift for Christmas this year, is the Christmas blanket for her, a silver wrap. Ooh. So the Christmas blanket has been like delayed a little bit, but every now and then I do a row or two. And she also is getting that that scrap Navajo. She's getting that. She hasn't seen either one of them. So again, this is my only daughter. I usually make more things for her than normal. So she gets 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 things. And then she ends up saying to me, "Let me go through the hats that you have, Mom." And she'll steal like 2 or 3. So making 12 hats a year, if I do, and I made 40 or 50 or 60 one year. So there are a lot of times where she will take 2 or 3 because she loves hats that I make. So I figure I'm never going to run out of ideas, for that. And so I will do an addictions video and update you on those blankets in that. I won't bring them out today. And I do want to have Deb mark the chat one more time before we end, and we will do another drawing for the bracket board or something out of the basket. And there's your shawl pattern right there. And here's the link to come on for 5 minutes with me and talk about what you're working on. So this will be fiber content only, of course. And no one got the coffee. Deb wants me to tell you. Okay, now is the mark. Lori, write it again. She saw Deb's name, so she wrote it. Oh, hi. Oh, Joanne, no one won the coffee yet. And I was just getting ready to say. And not only that, Joanne, you got bumped off the board. Oh dear, so fun to know all of you as closely as I do. Joanne's going to send me a new crochet magazine that she just got, and I'm excited to see it because I haven't had a subscription for a while. I'm thinking about getting the knit one that I saw and I bought one of because I wanted to get a knit magazine just because for how many years we got crochet? Years and years and years, right? And I wanted to get a knit one. So I went ahead and and I signed up for one, and then they didn't even send me one issue because they closed it, and I'm like, what the heck? So now this one, if I get it, is not in the United States. It's in the UK. So, well, I just didn't send it. I have it filled out, and I was getting ready to. So we're doing our last drawing of the day, Joanne, and I think what I'll do with that magazine is I'll do a flip through. Somehow I'll do that. I don't know. Thinking about it. Anybody want to come on for 5 minutes? Go ahead and click the link. Anybody got any questions about anything? Any of the cuddle along questions? So what we're going to do is next Sunday, we're going to have a grand prize drawing for everyone that had 3 finishes in the cuddle along. They could have been 3 finishes in any month because during the month you were only entering to get into the drawing for the random. But if you have 3 finishes for March, April, and May, you're in my book with how many finishes. And then that will be a grand prize drawing of the baby yarns that I showed. Your choice, whoever gets drawn. And that will be next Sunday. So you have the rest of the week to get your 3 entries in. And most of you, now Ravini, if you don't have 3, then that's okay. You just don't get in the file, the last. Oh, you're gonna have, your daughter's gonna have the baby Wednesday. Oh, okay. All right. And there were a couple others that were short, but everybody, almost every single person has 3. Yeah. So congratulations to Monica. Okay, Cindy Cantola is our winner for the last draw, and she would like a bracket spot. So Cindy, there's a ton of numbers. Denise, you think you did 3? If anyone doesn't know how many I have down, then I will let you know, and then you can go back through, and if I missed you, repeat a finish, and then I'll see it and I'll add it. If you don't know. Denise, you have 3, yes. Number 11, I think it's gone. Yeah, 11 is gone. So the ones okay, let's tell her what she needs here. On this side of the bracket, 1 through 16, there's only 1, 2, 5, 6, 14, and 15 left on that side. On this side, they're all open except for 22, 25, and 32. So pick another one, Cindy. Number 2. All right. Number 2 it is. Okay. Okay. Ready. Okay. Now I have a surprise today. I just decided while we're waiting for just a little longer to see if anybody gets that coffee. And because I didn't draw for the cuddle along, this is what I'm going to do. All right. So now, before we leave, I want to give you one more chance. I'm going to make it a big chance to do whatever you want. So out of these 4 things, we will have it one more drawing, one more, and it's going to be bracket spot choice, a basket draw, one of these cottons that I got from Joann's last night, one of these, or this skein of green tweed from the Southern Skeins Mother's Day drawing. Okay, so Deb, mark the chat for me, will you please? Anybody here who has a United States address, here's your chance. Last draw of the day, I promise. Bracket number, basket, one of these beautiful cottons from Knit and Crochet from Joann's, the solids, or these actually go together, I thought, but lavender cream, ground and Santa Fe, or this gorgeous hank from the Southern Skeins. Now, this was called grass tweed, and it is a superwash merino, 85% and 15% Donegal nap. You also, it's how much skein, how much yardage? 245. And she is calling this a 4-ply. She's calling this a 4-ply. See that? See the speckles? It's a tweed and a stitch marker of your choice. So let's see what Deb comes up with. All right. Roasted chestnut. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, yeah. Steve said, what, green? Oh, I want to be in that drawing. That's what happened. We woke him up, poked him, and we said, green. It's green. Oh, it's so good to be back. Hi, Steve. All right. Yeah. So while Deb is going off and finding me a winner for that last draw, I know you did. I know. But you know what? You're a busy man. We get it. You don't want to hang around with us. Ooh. I'm almost done with I'm just about a little bit less than halfway. So I've almost had a whole entire cup of coffee. The coffee was not one yet. Does anybody want to come on and talk? Yeah, Steve, come on and talk. 5 minutes of your time. Great, 24 entries. Woo! Steve's actually an OG here too. Okay, Steve, did you know that I started a new shawl? Yep, I think you want to do it. I think you do. Yeah. It's linked down below. It is the Syrian shawl that linked down below. And I'm going to real quick show him one more time my progress. Look at that. It is in the one thread. And it's one of those big, huge twister, whatever thingies. And it's going to be orange. Yeah. I know. It's going to take a while. No Crow Joe vacations allowed here. Oh, you already made one. Oh, in maroon sparkle. Oh, come on, Steve. We just had a discussion about that, and you have one. Do you still have it? Can I buy it from you? Oh dear. Oh my gosh. In maroon sparkle. He's killing me. Angela. Oh my gosh. Angela won this beautiful green hank of lusciousness. Yeah. Congratulations, Angela. So what stitch marker have you had your eye on? Any of them? I still have some from Miss Victoria. Yep. Got in here. Close your eyes and pick one. I gotta close my eyes. Oh my goodness. I got one. I went in the corner. And I'm hoping I didn't give you this one already. Because, oh, Bev, I dropped it. Okay. All right. So for the last minute, I will show you the one I picked out. It is a cross. It's from Victoria's. It's got a teal bead in there. It is. It's gorgeous. All right. That's it. That's the end of today. And my coffee, I'm going to tell you. You are all so close. Okay. The coffee is, drum roll, Steve. You are all so close. Chocolate caramel with peppermint mocha is the coffee choice of the day. Is delicious. Thanks to Miss Frida. Oh my gosh, I can't, Steve. Come on. I love you. Okay. Oh, you made my week. You made my year. You made everything. Okay. You guys are so wonderful. I love it. I love coming on here with you all. I'll make another video this week. It will probably be addictions video. I do have my Jimmy Beans on the way. I do want to start working on Jimmy Bean stuff. I do. I hope you all do as well. All right. Take care. Take a moment out of each day. Be creative. Post all your cuddle along things because we're going to have the final draw on that. And we're going to redo the cuddle along for 3 more months. Talk to y'all later. Bye for now.